I want to take this wonderful privilege to welcome our CEO and our host of the day, Mariam Naguja, for coming up with such a wonderful idea. Please, let me hear somebody clap. If your neighbor is not clapping, what you give is what you get. Look at your neighbor. I said, neighbor, I want to be like Mariam in designing. You're very smart. Let's give her a hand as she takes her seat, please. There is somebody in the house that I have treasured for many years. I have learned a lot from her. She doesn't know. That's why it's very important to live a life of purpose. There are people who love you without knowing them. This woman has influenced this world. This woman has loved for many years, and she is an authentic lover. She is an authentic businesswoman, an authentic healthy woman. So whatever she's going to talk about, she talks out of authority. If there is one thing I love from her, she has stayed authentic to God. Really, today we are so much privileged to have Mrs. Sechide Margaret. Let's put our hands together as we welcome her on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, clap until she sits. Love, health, and money. Mommy, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
To this wonderful convention.
Thank you.
Do you feel love?
I love myself first.
I can see that. I can see that. What is your secret?
You can't love others when you don't love yourself.
Let's take it up from there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put our hands together for Mommy as she shares with us the first session. What does she really, and what's her secret to love, to health, and to money? Please.
Normally, I greet in my own way. Maybe some of you, you know how I greet people. My name's Dr. Margaret Sechide. I'm not a doctor by profession, but I was honored a doctorate in humanity by a university from USA. Good things, they don't board aeroplane. They don't buy even tickets. And bad things, the same. That's how I was honored a doctorate in humanity. I'm a mother of 6 biologically, and many who are my children, whom I have raised, whom I have educated. I'm married, and I'm still married to a retired Lieutenant Colonel Canon Robert Sechide. And this year we are making 40 years of marriage.
Wow.
And it still calls me Chimuli Chandagu Nantalavika. Kama yebazwe. Hallelujah. So that is me. I'm a businesswoman. And I don't do business because maybe I got a degree in business, but I'm a businesswoman by God's calling, and I'm an educator. As he told you, we have a Christian, I'm sure, if not it's the best Christian high school in this country. My friend here called me and told me that there are women who said, you bring Margaret Sechide to talk to us about love and money. I am a person who started working when I'm a toddler because of some circumstances which happened between my parents. And I started working as a young girl and hard working. I was raised most of the time by my grandmother, who was a very hard-working woman, that you could not eat without doing anything. When coffee was ready, you would go at 5 in the garden. You collect 1 tin of coffee before you go to school, so that you get school fees. So that's how I started. I started Seroma Limited. I was working, first work in the army, for more 10 years. That army shop was closed in 1995. But God gave me wisdom that I collected money and I used to save that one day if this army shop is no longer there, I will start something. I kept on collecting money, and I would not go for any luxurious things, because you would see that one day that place is going to be closed. That's where I met my darling, who was an army man, and we got married. Yeah. I have 12 grandchildren. I thank God for that, although I yearn to have 40 grandchildren. I'm an Anglican, but born again. Yeah. I normally talk with people and refer to the Bible, which I know everybody here knows the Bible. But sometimes I refer to what is happening now. By God's grace, Mama Navagereka chose me to be on her panel for people who we are trying to see that Ubuntu bulamu comes in. Ubuntu bulamu okomawo mu bantu bonna. Ubuntu bulamu, I think you know Ubuntu bulamu, eh? Yeah. Those who don't know Ubuntu, I don't know how I can explain that in English. Humanity, no, Ubuntu bulamu. Everybody, I think, understands Ubuntu bulamu. These days, Ubuntu bulamu is lost in the family, with the people, in the clans, in the tribe, at workplace. Ubuntu bulamu is lost. And especially in this country, we have lost it almost. I am a person who is an employer. I employ more than 400 people. But many of my friends are advising me to bring in South Africans, Indians. And I'm a person really who wanted and who still wants to employ Ugandans. When I see Ugandans going to do Cheyo in the Arab countries, I feel so bad, and they are mistreated. Yet they have the qualifications. But why? Because Ubuntu bulamu is lost within us. The Ubuntu bulamu is no longer seen. I was raised and I was born in Masaka, whereby you pray on the way when you are children. Person who comes to beat you, cannot understand. And when you reach home, you can't report, because you are going to be beaten again. But these days, you touch somebody's daughter or a son, to discipline them, they take you to police. So I think that's how we have lost it all. I want to start from there. That I'm learning a school, and I have seen, for the few fathers who are here, maybe you are good, but also fathers have lost it all. You call women, and we should really talk to fathers. Fathers, these things, they don't have it. They don't have love, a genuine love. Men, most of them are not genuine. I'm not saying all of them, because Sechide is a genuine person to me and his family. But we have encountered many people, and men are no longer there in their family, and they don't have that genuine love. Even if we give it all to them, they are not genuine to their wives and to their children. Some children, you want to close the school, like 100 children want to stay at home. At school. And you ask, I have stayed with you for 3 months. And now for the 1 month, for you to go home, you say, I'd rather stay at school. That means at home, mom is not there, or mom is a beast, or the father is a beast. Or their cousins who are molesting them. So you can't tell. That one I'll tell you another day. I started working, and I started that business small, but when it grew big, my husband had to resign from the army, and he joined me in the business. Many people, some women were saying, Margaret, how do you bring your husband in the business? And I said, he's my husband. Who is my best friend? He's my husband, and he's the father of my children. So, because I have seen sisters, brothers can also disappoint you as any other. So, we joined together and the business grew big. But one thing I know, that when you put God first in everything, when you put God in everything, you'll be successful. Bw'oteeka Katonda mu bintu byo, Katonda alina engeri gy'akuwa n'emirembe mwana w'omuntu gy'atasobola kuwa. Naye abantu bangi beesize ensi, ate ng'ensi Bayibuli etugamba tuli mu nsi naye tetuli ba nsi, kubanga ensi ojja gijjamu ate ogirekewo. Mukama yeebazibwe. Hallelujah. So n'olwekyo okwagala, love. I always tell when these children who want to get married, when they come for the counseling, I ask them, what did you see in him and what do you see in her? Tell me. We give them some questionnaire, and they feel, what if this and this is not there? How are you going to? You know, there are people these days, many girls, they even see the men who are going to marry them, but because these boys are still poor, I got married to Mr. Sechide when he had nothing. In fact, we were sleeping in the house whereby they had vandalized those houses in Entebbe, and they were putting papers in the classes because there was that intimate love. We loved each other, whether in a bad situation or in a good situation. Normally when I talk to the girls in the university, they call me to talk to girls. And abana abawala bangamba, mami olowooza ababasajja tubaagala? To you men who are here, ababasajja bataata baffe tetubaagala, tubaagalako ssente. Nga ngende wooli gwe njagala, because this is your father's age. Bayogera bingi, kiba kiwunya n'obukadde. Nze mba njagala ssente. Nkama yeebazibwe. So kati to men bo balowooza nti babaagala, tebabaagala. Yafuna ssente kwoli n'azitwala ew'omulenzi gw'ayagala. Why? Because, you know, men are old, they are their father's age. You want to love a young girl. This girl has come for money, and this girl wants to go to a disco. Gw'emyaka gye disco jaggwako. The man wants, she wants to go to a beach. Gwe jaggwako. You know, obeera awo n'obeera uncomfortable. You want to keep the girl, the age you can't match, the needs you can't match, in everything you can't match. But you still say, yes, I'm a man. I have to love this girl. So you find them nga bagamba, kyokola ng'omuzaalamu omwana omu nga kikugulire I don't want my family to know. Ng'omugamba nti nagenze wa doctor yangambye bwe ndujjamu ngenda kufa. Then the old man gets scared and he said, but now I want at least a house. When akuliza omwana ono n'akamotoka ng'akagula nga gofunye capital ng'omuzeeyi omuleka ku street. So there are many things. Ennaku zino there is no love. People love you because of what you are. Even in our families, when you are poor, n'abantu bakwegaana nti oli muganda waabwe. Naye bw'oba olina ssente bagamba nti oyo muganda wange ayagala street zonna gamba oyo mukyasa kidde tumumanyi muganda wange oyo mwana wa senga wange oyo mwana wa tata wange. Yet you don't know them. Kubanga olina ky'olina. Kyova olaba nti okwagala kwaggwa mu bantu. Bantu tebakyalina kwagala in every aspect, even in homes. Omwana alina ssente at home, abazadde gwe basinga okwagala kubanga yaleeta ebingi. Are you getting me? You see how money can manipulate even parents. Can you imagine? So there is no that true love. But that true love comes from where? That true love comes from you. You love yourself first, then you love others. There are people who don't love themselves. There is one woman, very important woman. She came to me because the man had cheated on her. And she told me she's going to die. Nze ngenda kwetta mukyala sekidde nze ngenda kwetta naye mbadde ndi eyo omwoyo ne gungamba zijje gy'oli nga ye nakaaba ne mugamba wette kati bwetta omusajja n'aleeta oli gwe abadde ayagala oba oyambye eki. What about these children of yours? Will they get any other money? People don't love themselves. Yes. When a man has disappointed you, so what? Were you born with him? No. Life continues. Are you getting me, some of you, my young girls? Life continues. It was alibwa naye. Love yourself. If he's not the one, maybe God is preparing for you the one who will love you from your head to your toe. So you wait upon that person who will love you. Don't say, I'm going, nze n'abaana nga takyalaba n'abaana avuga emmotoka ayagala kwetta ayagala genda mu Kiira ayagala kola ki, until a voice told her, you go to mukyala Sekidde. Bwe namutuuza n'agamba kweri oba mbadde musiru. You see, there is that evil which comes in you and you think it is finished. Yeah? That means you don't love yourself. And as I'm talking now, she's a very big woman in this government. So, there's even one who called me to talk about oyo naye yali azze nga naye yanoonya sente zimutwala mu Kiira kweyiwayo. So to ladies, learn how to love yourself before you love others. And we as mothers, I don't see how nze kati ondese otya abaana bange, because my children are my children. They will never get any other mother. When a man has disappointed you, die with your children. Are you getting me? Yes, labirira abaana bo. Tomorrow that man will come to say, these are my children. Nga tebakyamulabawo. Yes, I have seen one. I went on a graduation, and the father came. Same English, manyi bo bajja. Najja, n'atulawo nga taata. Omwana n'ayimirira n'ayogera, n'agamba, ntuusa okwebaza, n'agenda n'agwa maama we, n'ahaginga ne bakaaba, n'amwebaza. Oli taata n'alinda nga wa. Kubanga ky'osiga ky'okungula. Buli lw'osiga ekintu ekibi era okungula kibi. Bw'osiga ebirungi era okungula birungi. And learn how to love also your children. When you love your children, they will tell you all their problems. Learn how to love your children. Learn how to be open to them. Tell them how your daddy buyakwana. Nze bamanyi nokunteza, mami, daddy drove you on Mitiana Road and up to where? Up almost Mitiana, and saying what? I love you. I love you. Are you getting me? And you know they get that fun and you bond. Many people don't bond with their children. That's why homosexuality has taken them. Because there is nobody, a parent can even tell a child, negwe mwala wange ng'oli mubi nnyo, oba ani ali kuwasa? Oli mubi. Are you getting me? How can you tell your child that she is ugly? No, when she goes at school, she wants to sit behind. Because even mommy says I'm ugly. When I sit in front, people will see me as an ugly child. So she wants to sit behind. But when a boy comes and says, you are very beautiful, tell me. Oyo mulenzi ajja kukwata bukwasi kutunga atwala. Kubanga yamugambye nti, you are beautiful. So that you find that also we parents will contribute to our children ebintu ebisinga ebyo. Love yourself, love your children, love your husband, love the environment, love others. If I tell you the children have taken school, whom I don't know, and whom I have educated, and I don't have anybody, but God provides. And what is money? Omanya kubeera ne sente nga togasa. Waliwo abantu balina sente naye nga tebagasa. I had a very rich man in my office today before I came here. Nemugana nesebo. Tosobola kuweerayo wadde obwana butaano naye ng'alina ebizimbe 100 mu kibuga wano. Naye nga tosobola gamba mukyasa kiddezo sente nnyingi nnyo obwana butaano buti. So what is money? Nga togasa. mu nsi muno olina okubeeramu ngo ogasa mu ngeri ki? Ogasa mu ngeri nnyingi nnyo. Nti ne Mukama Katonda oyinza okulwala. Mu Bayibuli wali omusajja yakyukira ekisenge n'agamba Mukama, jjukira bwe natambulanga naawe, jjukira bwe nakolanga kino, n'amwongerayo emyaka emirala 15. Do you have anything to remind God that I don't have to die now? Ogasa mu kika kyammwe, ogasa mu baganda bo, ogasa mu ggwanga. Kubanga one time 2020 I got sick and I didn't know what I was really dying. But I told God, I made an agreement with you. You see, those children that I'm taking to school, when I go, umuntu muntamuze nangamba, no, to kill you, I'd rather kill 1,000 people. When I reached in the hospital, they looked for any diseases nga tebakyaziraba. Ogasa. Waliwo omuntu ayinza okuyimira n'akusabira n'agamba mukyala, Mukama omukyala oyo muwa obulamu obulungi, muwa omukisa, abaana be bawa omukisa. Do you know that those blessings work? They do work. Now some people have money and they are very selfish. And this country we have very selfish people. Very, very selfish. I rather take all the medicine from the hospital and let people die. But how many curses are you leaping? So some people leap curses and they don't know why they are leaping curses. So you love. And God will always bless you when you love the unlovable. Don't love the people who you are supposed to love. Techigasa. Era agamba nti muganda wera wandi muweredde. Naye kati mwemperera akaana akava eri epadero. Nenkagulira engatto. Nenkagulira buli kimu nenkatwala mu ssomero nekasoma. God will know that you love him if you love the unlovables. There are many people. People love people who have. People love people whom they are supposed to love. They don't love the people who are unlovables. As Christ yatuula abayigirizwa bwe ne bamukola ki? Ne bamunaaza ebigere. And he was God. Abayigirizwa bo, that humbleness is lost in this country. People are not humble. People are talking the way they want. Abantu tebakyasengejja bintu bye boogera mu bantu. Abantu emikutu ono omusajja ono gw'olaba ono mubi nnyo, aliko ebirungi, aliko ebibi, aliko buli gasiya yenna ono phone eno. Kubanga when you go on those like YouTubes, you see how people are abusing old people. Muntu naavuma omuntu omukulu. Here in Uganda, it was a taboo to abuse somebody who is old. However, status he is in, whether poor, whether what, to abuse an old person, it was a taboo. These days, it's so easy. Omwana akuba ne nnyina. Nakwata n'aslapinga mama we. Omwana nakuba taata we. So really, I don't know what we have lost in this country. I don't want to get lost so much, but those are the foundations of love. Waliwo Bible wegambira mu 1 Corinthians chapter 13 from verse 1. Egamba ne bwenjogera n'ennimi z'abantu n'ez'abamalayika naye ne sirina kwagala mbanga ekide ekivuga oba ekitaasa ekisaala. Era ne bwemba ne bunnabbi n'entegeera ebyama byonna n'okutegeera kwonna, era ne bwemba n'okukkiriza kwonna, n'okusobezesa kwonna, n'okusiguukulula byonna, n'ensiguukulula n'ensozi, naye nga sirina kwagala mba siri kintu. Era ne bwe mpaayo byonna bye nnina eri abaavu, era ne bwe mpaayo omubiri gwange okwokebwa, naye nga sirina kwagala mba siriko kye ngasizza. Okwagala kugumiikiriza. Okwagala kulina ekisa. Okwagala tekuba na bujja. Okwagala tekwekulumbaza. Okwagala tekwegulumiza. To those who don't know English, don't know, I thought I was speaking in Uganda, but I would have prepared in Uganda. But you can go there and see that scripture. Okwagala tekukola bitasaana. Okwagala tekunoonya byako. There are people who have now put up orphanages. N'ateekamu n'abaana bendi ba orphans. But they are looking for sponsors. Their aim is not to help the needy, but their equation is to get rich from the funders. I told one person that when you put your child there in an orphanage and you say that this child is an orphan, you have terminated your life. Hey, you have ugosazewo ogamba nti nafa. Ate ne Katonda bw'alaba nga gweyagala kufa ng'ofa. So n'olwekyo abantu bangi nnyo bakola ebintu. Eno gundi eraga nnyo kye bayita okwagala kye ki. Okwagala kye ki. Abantu bangi baagala naye nga balina ebigendererwa. For example, politicians. Although my daughter here, politician. But politicians, for example, they build bridges where there are no rivers. Oli nagamba nja kuzimba bridge wano. Nja kugizimba naye nga tewali na mugga guyitawo. N'abasuubiza nga bw'agenda okukola buli kimu naye bamala okubuwa obululu. Shoo, n'adduka. N'akomawo nga bunaatera okukola ki? So kati it is us to serially muntu ki asobola otuyamba mu byonna ne mu ggwanga lyaffe. Me when I'm going to vote, I first pray. I say, God, give me wisdom. Whom should I elect? Nze omuntu bw'abeera nga wa UPC nga ku kyalo ewaffe eri ekalungu eri asobola okukola n'akola ebintu eby'omugaso, nze nga nonda wa UPC weewaawo nga ndi mukyala wa movement. Mukama yeebazibwe. So n'olwekyo ebyo okwagala kye kulinamu. Bagamba nti tekunyiiga mangu ate tekusiba bibi ku mwoyo. Especially we women. Tusibe abantu ku mitima gyaffe. We don't have that love. Even your husband omugamba, do you remember? Even in 1998 you did this to me. Did you forgive that man? No. Omwana wo nomugamba, you the other time you did it. Even when you are in P1 you did this. Remember the good things. Don't remember the bad things. The bad things we have to forgive.